People think that travel can get lonely, but after nearly 3 years of traveling full-time, what we've learned is that travel can connect you with people who change you.
And we hear it all the time from people. We could never do what you do. And people that are just traveling 3 or 4 months at a time, not full-time travel like us, fear still holds them back.
What surprised us most is how many friendships we've built along the way. And we'll even be sharing about one friend that asks the best questions we've ever been asked. Today we're sharing how these conversations are transforming the way we travel, and will help you to figure out how to find your people too. I'm Judy.
And I'm Kevin. Welcome back to Finding Gina Marie, where we share our lives as full-time travelers and the connections we make along the way. Before we started traveling, we wondered, would it feel isolating? Would all our conversations be shallow and just, what do you do for a living? Or, how are you?
I think we were also worried about all of the goodbyes on the road. Would it be hard once we got close to people to then have to move on?
We're concerned about missing home, and we shared on social media where we're going to be for our first couple weeks. And amazingly, two different people from the Bay Area where we used to live were going to be in Italy where we were, and we scheduled meetups. Incredible.
And these were online friends mostly, right? Yeah. That we didn't really ever meet in person.
Sure. We lived in the Bay Area over 8 years. We never got together with these people, but in Italy, we got to meet with both of them.
And I think that's when it clicked that travel was going to give us wider circles than we expected.
On another occasion, we were in London celebrating Judy's birthday, and we're having brunch. A couple next to us at the next table was talking about healthcare, which sparked a conversation, and we ended up not only talking to them during brunch, we actually extended the conversation outside and got to know a lot about each other.
I really enjoyed getting to know these new people, especially on my birthday. It helped us also to see that you didn't need to have a long history with people in order to find close bonds and things in common to talk about for hours.
These conversations we're having were so real. They weren't about, the bus schedules or times for trains or how we're going to get from point A to point B. They're about why someone's relationship is this way or that way, or how they discovered a new place, or what their dreams were for life going forward. They were really significant conversations.
I think when we were envisioning what life on the road would look like, we expected there to be conversations about where to go or things to see, like very place-specific conversations. But what ended up happening is we would do meetups and we would talk about things like fears and hopes and dreams and parenting mistakes and problems with our last jobs and like really deep conversations, really getting to know the other people and them getting to know us.
And learning about why they wanted to travel, why they were doing the things they're doing, or how they worked out problems and how they dealt with the situations that they were in. And they were curious about our ways of doing things. We were giving life tips, not just travel tips.
It definitely felt like a level up from talking about the weather. And of course, those conversations then open the door to really deeper friendships beyond just in the moment. Of course, we still miss our family and friends back home.
Yeah, none of these relationships we're building replace anything from home. They're just additive, which was something that surprised us.
And so many of these relationships really have been built on shared experiences or just time together in a unique place that does make them feel special.
When we started this channel, we talked about making connections. We didn't realize how that was going to happen. We thought travel might loosely connect us with some people, but it actually made more connections than we could ever have hoped for. Not everything we've learned about making connections is from on the road. Back home, our friend Corey is not a small talk guy at all.
Corey has many endearing qualities, but one of his special skills is to ask really thought-provoking questions. He is not a how's the weather kind of guy.
Or what do you do for a living? It doesn't start the conversation that way.
No, it's more, tell me about one of the most meaningful kindnesses that someone showed to you while you were traveling. Or tell me about a place that changed you the most.
Or who have you met that had the most interesting stories? Weird questions that don't come out of our mouths all the time.
But at the same time, they're ones that are designed to draw people closer and open them up.
With these kind of questions, suddenly you're not just sharing itineraries or finding out about trivial things. You're really getting deep with somebody, and they're questions that make somebody think and give you more information that they might otherwise.
I like these kinds of questions because they help us to think a little bit deeper and maybe even become better people by listening to some of the other situations that people have been involved with and how they respond.
Now, just to be clear, we're not nearly as good as him. We're still learning at this. So we're still baby levels.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
And that's why we keep saying that travel is more than just the places that you visit. It's the people that you meet.
And we'd love to hear from you. What's the one question that you like to ask people to get to know more about them when you're traveling? And this way of travel with making connections isn't just unique to us. We have a La Familia forum where a community of people who share all the time. They're sharing itineraries, they're making meetups, they're talking to other people about struggles they've had on the road. It's deep, meaningful conversations, and we love that it's in our own space that we've built for them.
And for as biased as I am and how vibrant our community is, there also are various social media outlets where you can arrange meetups with other fellow travelers as well. What we mainly want to emphasize is that connecting in person with people is not rare, and it's easy to do if with just a little bit of confidence and open-mindedness and courage. In addition to meetups in our La Familia forum or on other social media platforms, there are some additional steps you can take. And each of these situations have happened to us or been initiated by us. If you're on a bus from one city to the next, or even on a flight, you have a captive audience to make connections, especially since you're going in the same direction. Ask for a meetup for a meal or a drink after a tour for everyone who wants to continue talking about the sites you've enjoyed. Standing in line can be a great place to make small talk, and it doesn't have to stay that way if there's a connection. And sharing a coffee with someone is less of a commitment than lunch or dinner. It's okay to ask someone politely about their meal when you're in a restaurant, or if you hear them talking about a subject if it doesn't seem like you'll be intruding. This has happened to us on a number of occasions, and we've welcomed every one of them. We also let our friends and family know our itinerary just in case they are interested in joining us somewhere in the world. It's how we found out our Bay Area friends would be in Italy. If you have friends in other parts of the world, reach out to them. We bumped into friends in Vienna and met up with some who lived in Amsterdam while we were visiting there. But here's the thing, it's a lot harder to allow these kinds of conversations to open up or to just have a conversation last longer than a few minutes if you are visiting 3 cities in a week, or if you are rushing between one tour after another and you don't have any time to allow long conversations to just develop and flow, or even accept a meetup if somebody offers.
Yeah, slow travel isn't about age or energy. It's about giving yourself that time. The pace will allow you to find people. It'll allow you to take advantage of opportunities. Maybe if you're in a place for more than a few days, there will actually be a meetup that you can join and share your stories with other people.
It's really hard to invite someone to coffee if you don't have time to drink it.
When we started full-time travel, I never expected to meet so many people on the road. I never expected to make the deep friendships that we've made during this time.
And sure, goodbyes are hard, but these friendships have been worth it. And best of all, there's technology. So we exchange WhatsApp information, and that means that we can stay connected. And we do. We exchange schedules so that we know where somebody else might be, and we try to meet up if we can. And if
We have. I mean, there's been a lot of multiple meetups with the same people.
yeah, in fact, we've got friends that we've met up with 3 times over in the last year.
Which we didn't do in San Francisco sometimes. Mind-blowing.
Yeah, it's very cool. And so at the same time, we feel like these friendships are continuing to grow and develop. It's not like it's goodbye forever. It's goodbye until the next time we see you.
So if you're out there wondering if you'll feel alone,
You might be surprised at who you'll meet.
and if you'd like to see how connections have shaped our relationship, this video talks about how travel has affected our 40-year marriage.
Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, the best compliment you can give to us is to recommend our videos to your friends and family.
And remember,
Wander more
worry less.
and bring a passport.
Until next time.
Until next time.